Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Coffee with Melissa. I'm your host, Melissa. Cheers. So you may have noticed I'm wearing glasses. I don't wear glasses. I have really great eyesight. Thank you. I'm so grateful for that. But these are, they're called computer glasses, and they block up to 50% of the blue light. So they're really, really great if you get like eye strain. If you work on a computer all day long, you stare at a screen all day long. And I started wearing these, oh God, I don't know, almost 2 years ago when I transitioned out of my corporate job into being a health coach full time. When I first started my health coaching career as a full-time health coach, I was on the computer a lot because I was creating a program. And so I was on the computer every day. Of course, I take breaks, but I was getting these really, really bad headaches, and I could not figure out why. And my husband said, it's probably because you're on a computer, because he said, it's probably because you're on the computer all day. You know, you're staring at a screen all day, and that blue light can just cause havoc. At the last corporate job I had, I did have a computer. I was an office manager for a company, but I was doing things like running errands and grabbing food for people, getting groceries. And so I wasn't at my computer all day long. So I hadn't really noticed anything. I hadn't been sitting in front of a computer for at least 4 years all day long when I was working in insurance. But so I got these on Amazon for like $40. They're stylish. Excuse me. So I try to remember to wear them when I am on my computer, like writing a blog post or, checking my email. So if I'm just on the computer for a short period of time, it's not a big deal, but sometimes I wake up, like this morning I woke up with a really, really bad migraine, and but I wanted to get stuff done, so I just threw on my glasses. So I'm going to wear these all day and see if that helps kind of ease it a little bit. But I also am going to probably take a nice long nap later today to kind of try to mellow out this migraine. So anyway, enough about me. I want to talk about you. By the way, I don't have an Amazon affiliate. I don't get compensated by you going to a certain link and buying these computer glasses, just FYI. I just really like them, and they're stylish, and I recommend them a lot to my coaching clients. So anyways, okay, let's dive right into today's topic. I want to talk about finding a support system and the importance of it. So I'm going to talk about, first of all, the importance of having a support system, and number two, how to find one and where to find them. So the importance of having a support system when, it doesn't matter if you're new to this, if you're new to like the paleo primal world, you're just working with a health coach, or, you're kind of getting back on the healthy lifestyle trolley. It doesn't matter where you are. If you've been, you're in a maintenance stage, you've been doing it for a long time. It doesn't matter where you are. It's just super important to have a support system. So because there are going to be times when you're not going to have the motivation and the drive to do what you need to do to create this healthy lifestyle, to live a healthy lifestyle. So what does a support system look like? So a support system is like a group of people, or it could be even just like your environment in your home, or your workplace of work, whatever it is. Most people, it's at home now. But it's really just something that will help you make the choices that you want to make. It will help you make decisions throughout the day so much easier, to where it's like, well, duh, that's kind of a no-brainer. So So how do you find a healthy support system? The first thing I recommend is finding a support system at home. Asking the people who you care about most and who care about you the most to support you in your decisions. So I am incredibly grateful that I have my husband. My husband actually introduced me to the Paleo Primal lifestyle, which if you follow me, you already know that. But it's just super important to have that support at home, because when I tell him, hey, when he's like, oh, let's get this takeout for dinner. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel like high carb. I don't want to do gluten right now, whatever. He'll be like, all right, fine, done. Let's find an area where we can compromise. And that's what we do, because he understands how important it is to me. Same thing like when the other person wants to, and it's the same thing, like vice versa. I'm the same way with him. So for example, if he wants to get up early and go work out, or, he wants to leave for work early so he could work out at the office before he actually starts work, I'm like, yeah, go for it, and because I want to support him and what he wants to do to be healthy and to maintain his healthy lifestyle habits. So your home is amazing. And if you have kids, get your kids on board with it. Really get your kids involved. That is one of the best ways to, I don't have kids, but what I've learned from my friends and fellow health coaches who do have kids, that just getting them involved, teaching them the healthy lifestyle habits. We have this friend who he and his oldest son he'll work out with him. And I remember this even when his son was like 3 or 4, he would still go in the garage and work out with dad and do burpees, and, he only do like 1 or 2, but he still worked out with him, and they'd go to the park, and, and it's just so incredibly powerful when you have that kind of support system at home where it's like the whole family is doing it. So definitely, and you can tell your family, this is how I would approach it, is if it was someone within my household, for example, if my husband didn't support me, I would approach it where, hey, I'm going to do this. This is why I'm doing this. And you could do this with me or you cannot. That's totally up to you. But I would it's really important to me that I have your support while doing this. And ask them for it and stick to it and create boundaries alongside that. In fact, I think I'm going to do another Monday morning coffee on creating healthy boundaries, because it's been coming up a lot in my personal life. So, and I figured if it's coming up in my life, it's probably coming up in your life. Anyways, I digress. So your family, and then when you're at work, right now, if you have an office job, you're probably working at home. But eventually we're probably going to go back to working in an office. So this is something to keep in mind for later. And maybe you already have experience with this, but tell your immediate coworkers, the people you work closest with and most frequently with, hey, you know what? I'm doing this. I'm going for a walk on my lunch, or I'm going to get up every hour and I'm going to do some stretches. So I just really would appreciate your support on this. And again, setting boundaries, because sometimes, they'll be like, let's just go do this. Let's go out to eat. Let's go drive through this fast food place or whatever it is. If you're working on eating healthy, just, politely decline, bring your own lunch. You go sit at the park or whatever. But really focus on, just telling them what you're doing, why you're doing it, and go into as much detail as you feel comfortable, but just say, I'd really like your support with this. I did that when I worked at my last corporate job. My co-office manager and I shared an office. So when I was being really strict, doing a challenge or something, I'd be like, hey girl, I'm doing this. Don't offer me any chocolate. Don't offer me this. Don't offer me that. And she'd be like, okay. And she was totally on board with it. And same thing, I would do the same thing with her, where if she would come to me and be like, hey, because she did low carb a couple times, and I'm like, yeah, girl, go for it. And so I was just really adamant, really, really sensitive to what she was doing. And then, so your home life, I have some more. And then tell your friends too. You know, now restaurants are opening, bars are opening in some places. So really, like, talk to your friends. And if you and a group of friends want to go out to dinner, you know, go out to lunch, look at the menu first before you settle on a restaurant, because this will really help you decide in advance, like, are there healthy food options for me at this restaurant? So you don't feel uncomfortable, or you're not awkward, or you want to go there and you don't want to go there and just not eat, you know? So really, and getting your friends on board with it too, and just, again, asking for their support. And the last thing I'm going to share is hire a coach, hire a health coach, hire a personal trainer, hire some sort of mentor in your life that you know will support you and coach you through the process 100% of the time. You know, the coaching client relationship is a very unique relationship. And the more I study it, the more I practice it through my private health coaching practice and personal training practice, it's incredible what you can get out of having that one person in your life that fully supports you 100% no matter what, and is completely direct with you and pretty much tells you how it is in a nice and polite way, you know? And that support system to me is just, I don't know, it's just so powerful. And my husband and I, we have a really amazing relationship, and we've really come to an agreement to where we want to be completely honest with each other and help each other grow. And there are some tough conversations that we've had, you know, some tough realizations, but they are conversations that need to be had, because they help support us. So you want someone in your life who will be firm with you in a nice way, of course, or the tough love, whatever works best for you. So, okay, so go out, find a support system. If you haven't done this yet, do it in the next 24 hours. If you feel like you have a support system, make a list of every single person in your life that supports you, that's part of your inner circle support system, and thank them. Call them up, send them a text, thank them. If you're comfortable, give them a hug. And just thank them for being there for you and being a part of your inner circle support system, because it's just incredibly important. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of it. Don't forget to subscribe below. And I'm working on a new free gift for signing up for my newsletter. Everyone on my newsletter list will probably get it. I'm working on a really special holiday themed one. So stay tuned for that. I'm super excited for it. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy your day.